The last Tugela watch that I reviewed from Draken was exceptional. They've just sent me out a brand new one that's premium and it's on steroids. You see, this thing's got a GMT, it's got a Sellita SW330, 300 meters of water resistance, and all the good stuff that comes from this company. Let's check it out. Welcome back, guys. As you can see, I've got the Tugela. It's a GMT. It's a brand new release, and like I said at the intro, it's premium and it's on steroids. Draken have sponsored this video. They're going to be sending me out a production version of this watch. However, they have no input whatsoever into the review content. Now this watch, it comes with a Sellita SW330 automatic. It's got a GMT function. You can track a second time zone or even a third. And you know what? We know Draken's quality, and this thing is fantastic. Now, without further ado, I'll get stuck into its specs, what it features, what it's got, what it costs. They're going to have a couple of changes as well to this particular model in the production version. This is a prototype, so if you see any marks on it, any discrepancies and so forth, keep that in mind. So what I measure is a case diameter, or the bezel diameter, of 42 millimeters, but the case itself tapers down to around 39. I measure a case height of exactly 13.8 mil to the top of that double dome sapphire crystal. The lug to lug distance is exactly 48.2 and a lug width of 22 mil. Now the crown is a signed screw down crown. It's loomed and it comes in at 6.8 millimeters. It offers 300 meters of water resistance, and the total weight size to my 18 centimeter wrist comes in at 189 grams. And just like the first Tugela, this one is exceptional. It's fantastic. It fits, like I said, 42 mil at the actual bezel. It tapers down to about 39 at the bottom of the case, but it fits superb. It's a tool, it's a specific tool. 300 meters of water resistance. As you can see, the height coming in at 13.8 mil, no problems. That bracelet, it tapers from 22 mil down to 19.7. It's an engineered style bracelet, and it fits extremely comfortable. And I've enjoyed the first one. I'll tell you what, this one here is so bright, it's so colorful, it's in your face, it's saying, hey, listen, I'm special. And that's what this thing is. Now, if we look at that dial, like you see, there's a GMT hand, and we'll unscrew the crown. The crown has a fantastic knurling. Like I said, it's a 6.8 millimeter. 2 clicks and we can hack the movement, and we can adjust the time as per normal. That's a normal time adjustment. A single click will allow you to adjust the date as well as that GMT. So if I go downwards, as you can see, the date is changing. 21, 22, 23. If I go upwards, I can adjust the GMT hand. Now, if we look at the bezel on the watch, it's a 48 click bi-directional. So it goes in both directions, and it's got a ball bearing like mechanism. If you have a look, it's got an aluminium insert, it's got fully loomed markers, and the action, as you can see, it's very crisp and very precise. There is a little bit of movement when it lands in the marker, but it always lands in the marker, which is great. Now, I did say that the aluminium bezel is lume filled, and so are those hands, indices, GMT hand, as well as the crown. And if we have a look at the Lume Shot, this thing's a torch. It's a flashlight. It glows in the dark. And that's one of the good things about Draken watches. They're built for a specific purpose as a tool. They're solid. For those people who know these watches, they know the quality that they're getting. Now, if we have a look at the crystal on the watch, it's a double dome sapphire, and it's basically going to give you a lot less distortion by being double dome, if any at all. And it's got anti-reflective coating on the underside, and there's no complete washout. It's actually doing a great job. Let's get onto that bracelet, guys. What we've got is solid end links, female end links as well, solid links. It's got push pins, but the production version will feature screws. It's also got a milled swivel, a press clasp, a flip lock, twin triggers, and 6 micro adjustments. This thing's not coming off your hand. It really isn't. So I've not had an issue. I've adjusted it once throughout the week. It's been spot on. Now, what are the changes that are going to happen in the production versions? Well, basically, if you look at the handset, you see the minute hand, it's orange at the moment. That's going to change, and that's going to be bead blasted exactly like that hour hands. And that's one of the things that I first noticed. Oh, gee, I hope they change that. And that's exactly what they're going to do. The orange GMT hand is the only thing you really need to see in a different colorway so you don't get distracted. That's a welcome addition. The links in the bracelet themselves, they're going to change as well. So instead of split pins, they're going to have screws, which is fantastic. That solid end link as well is also going to change. They're going to basically make it fit more seamlessly to the case. So at the moment, oh look, I don't really have a problem with it, but it's going to be a little more seamless, a welcome addition. And lastly, the last change, if you look at the rehaut inside where the dial is, that looks like a brushed stainless steel. That's going to be changed to a bead blasted finish to match the watch. So I think the changes themselves are a welcome addition to a very nice designed watch. What are the negatives that I see in this particular watch, and what are the positives? Well, firstly, with the negatives, the weight. A lot of people might get disheartened by the weight coming in at 189 grams. But that said, it has been comfortable on the wrist. There is a good balance between the watch head and the bracelet itself, so that's been cool. And besides, if you put it on a NATO seatbelt or a rubber strap, the watch is fantastic. The second negative might be the price. You see, the watch is going to come in at a retail of $1,040 US. However, there's good news. Pre-orders, you get a 25% discount and you get this for 785 bucks. That's fantastic. So for that price, for what you're getting, Draken's quality, can't fault it. Very, very nice. The next negative or potential negative, look, I'd like to see these watches with drilled lugs. Not that they need them, but for me, I like tools specific like this. I love having drilled lugs. I just think it's only because I love changing straps every second day. That's how I am. But that's a potential negative. That's my sort of take. And the last thing I can say about the watch is probably a on-the-fly micro. And again, I'll say like the first Tugela, I've not had an issue with this. I've adjusted it once. There's plenty of movement up and down. It just would be nice if you're going to be wearing this in summer, that when your wrist expands and contracts, you can basically adjust that as well on the fly. So what are the positives? Quality. The quality of this is fantastic. It is solid. We know Draken's reputation for watches. They're solid, they're built well, they're almost indestructible. It's a no-nonsense tool watch. Another positive is the design. I like their design language. They're carrying across from different types of watches, which is really cool. And last positive, the Lume. This thing is a torch. It's really well done. So let me know your thoughts, guys. This is not just a relaunch, it's a completely new model. It's premium, and like I said, it's on steroids. With a Swiss Salida movement, the GMT functions at time 2 or 3 time zones, that 48 click bi-directional bezel, a really welcome addition. Really welcome addition. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Check out their website. A lot of watch, a lot of solid watch at that price. Thanks for watching, guys.